on the vlog today, I am very casual. I am gonna go do a workout after this, so I just decided to be casual. This is me. But what I'm talking about today is intuitive eating, and this is so important to me because honestly, intuitive eating is the state that everybody wants to get to. Everybody wants to get to the state where they just listen to their body and do what it says, but they have no idea how to get there. And to be honest, I was the same way. There was a time when I had no idea, one, what intuitive eating was, and two, how the heck I could get there. So that's what I want to talk a little bit more about with you today. And, really just kind of shed some light on it for you. And if you've never heard of intuitive eating, this is, hopefully this is your first time and this will be your first exposure to it and get you jumping off into a whole new world. So, intuitive eating, what the heck is it all about? Well, you have to first understand that it has more to do with your mindset than it does the actual food that you're ingesting. And I've talked before about that what is going on up here has a lot more to do with what you're actually eating than you think it does. And intuitive eating goes through a lot of different kinds of eating patterns. Like, for instance, there is a thing called the chaotic unconscious eater, which is someone who may be just like you, who has a million things going on in their life, and they run from this thing to that thing, and they go from work to dropping off the kids at school to picking them up to, they just have so many things going on. They're not even conscious when they're grabbing things to eat. And maybe that's you. Maybe that's, you don't even have time to think about food. I mean, go back and listen to the interview I did with my mom about how she raised my brother and I during what I call the convenience era. She talked about this. Like, food wasn't even a thought. It was our safety. Are we getting to where we need to go for after school activities? Are we getting to school? Do we have doctor's appointments? Like, there were so many things going on. She didn't really even think about the food we were eating. It was just eating. That's an unconscious eater. So, and before I go any further, let me just say this. This is the book, Intuitive Eating. It is by Evelyn Tribole, I hope I'm saying that right, and Elyse Resch. They're both registered dietitians, among many other things that they have. But they wrote this book, and honestly, it's really the basis of what Sage Your Nutrition is all about. It's eating real food, and it's listening to your body. But again, there's so many things that go into it, like your mindset. And beyond a chaotic, unconscious eater, you can also have, so many other things that are going on through your head. You can have the diet mentality going on. You could have the food police going on. Whatever's going on in your head, it's really affecting how you're eating. So the other thing that I really love about intuitive eating, and it has honestly taken me years to get here, and it's how I want to help you get to the next level, is it focuses on a healthy weight for you. Not some crazy idealistic number, but a healthy weight. So, for instance, I have worked with people in the past, and they'll give me some crazy number that they want to get to, and I just look at them and I go, that's not your weight number. And they're like, what do you mean? And I'm like, I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to look at some chart and say this is where you need to be. But let's be realistic here. Look at your height. Look at where you're at now. You're not a 120 person. You're a 160, 170 person. And they're like, why do you think that? And I'm like, because that's a healthy weight for you. That is you being healthy. That is you having a balance in your life. That's you eating, really good for your body. And then that's you being able to enjoy food. Enjoy those things, that time with family and friends when you want to have a drink or you want to have a small piece of chocolate cake or something. It's like, it's enjoying food again. So really, That's what getting to a healthy weight is. That's what getting that balance is. Being an intuitive eater is knowing your body and then being able to consciously make that decision when you want to have something to eat. And stop telling yourself that's a bad food or this is a good food. It's food, right? This food that you may deem bad is probably not going to nourish your body in the same way that a quote unquote good food will, but it's still food and it still can be enjoyed. So stop looking at food as good and bad and understand how that food, that particular food, whatever it is, affects your specific body. And when I say you have to listen, like, you truly have to listen. You have to know that when your body is hungry or you may feel tired. I know for me, I tend to start feeling tired after 3 to 4 hours of not eating. And I have to tell myself, am I really tired or do I just need to eat something? And 9 times out of 10, I just need to eat something. So it's listening, it's understanding what those cues mean. It's knowing that maybe dairy products aren't that good for you, but you have to test. You got to slow down your life and you got to test. You got to take your health and your nutrition seriously. And you got to test. You got to take out gluten and see if that affects you. You got to take out dairy and see if that affects you. Because y'all, those are things that have really changed on how they've been processed over the years. And it's not the same as what it used to be, obviously. So that may really affect you. And I've got clients that come to me and they're like, I never realized how much dairy affected me until I stopped eating it or stopped drinking it with your testing program. And I was like, yeah. And I'm not telling you, like, we're not kicking it off for 6 months. Like, we're kicking it off for a couple weeks. Kick it out for a couple weeks. See how you do. And they're like, yeah, I never really realized how much it affected me. And I'm like, what did your body tell you? Oh, I was bloated and I felt sick. And they're like, why didn't I feel that before? Well, because you're masking it with all different sorts of things that you're used to that bloated feeling until you take that bloated feeling out. When you're going through this testing phase and you're listening, again, really, like, I cannot emphasize enough, listen to your body. You start to understand and realize those things that your body does not like and it does not want anymore. So I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you to try some testing on your own. If you want me to help with testing, I am happy to go one-on-one with you and walk you through how we can do that. But if you just want to try something different and you want to, and go back to my couple weeks ago, I challenged you all to do something different for the next 90 days that y'all, your kids all had the bucket list for the summer. You should have one too. Maybe this summer you just try testing how different foods truly do affect you. And it's simple. It is so simple. Start cutting things out and see how your body reacts. And honestly, that is what intuitive eating is all about. It's understanding your body. It's understanding the mind games that you've been playing with yourself, that you've been taught throughout your entire life. It's getting yourself out of that diet mentality, and it's really focusing on what your body needs. So if you want more information on how I can help you through a testing period, shoot me an email, head over to sagerootnutrition.com, give me a call, text, whatever. I am happy to talk through that with you. If you want to know what questions you should be asking anytime you want to start a new workout or nutrition plan, again, head over to sagerootnutrition.com. subscribe on the homepage. I will send you the audio. It is less than 5 minutes, I believe. You can really quick listen to it, and make sure you're asking these questions to make sure that whatever nutrition program you're going to start, it's going to be the right fit for you. And lastly, y'all, hit me up on social. I am on Instagram at JNRWriter. I am obviously on Facebook at Sage Root Nutrition with Jessica Ryder. I have the podcast, the Root Within podcast. You can get that on Google Play, or you can get it on Apple iTunes, Apple Podcasts, sorry. And then, I'm on LinkedIn, Jessica Ryder on LinkedIn as well. But yeah, hit me up. Let me know how I can help, because I got some great things coming out. But I want your feedback. I want to know what you want. I want to know what you're looking for. What's your bucket list summer items? What do you want to do when the kids go back to school? So again, hit me up. Let me know what I can help you with, and y'all have a great day.